Hey folks, I've got another video for you here. This is a 2005 Chevy Tahoe, and I've got to put a blend door in it. My heater or AC is putting out cold air on this side, but really hot air on the other side. Now all I got to do is change the blend door. So I'm going to go down under here, and I'm going to take that cover right there off. If you go down under it, you'll see that there's a screw right there. It looks like it's got a hex head, and see if you go on around, there's another one right up in there. So now that I got the two screws out, just holding that on, I got to get the third one out. It's back up under there. Okay, I finally got it out with this spring extension with the 7mm on the end of it. Now I'm just going to grab it, pull it down, and pull it out. And that piece is out. Having that removed gives me more room to get this blend door out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this little plug right here. It's got a little tab on the back of it. See if I can zoom in and show you. It's not real light inside here, but there's a little tab on the back. I'm going to push in on it like so. And I'm going to pull this whole plug out. See if I can give you a good view here. Push it in and pull it out just like that. Okay, here's the harness and there's the latch. All you do is push in on this piece right here. As you can see, it open it up, and then you just pull it straight down. And when you put it back in, you just push it straight up in there till it snaps. Okay, now I'm going to try and remove the blend door. I got one screw right there, and I got one back there and behind it that I know of. I'll take those two out. They take a 7/32 socket, and we'll go from there. And there it is. It only had two screws in it, and it pulled straight down. Finally got the part in. This is the part number on the box. Looks exactly the same, other than this one is a little bit cleaner. As you can see, they both look the same. What I'm going to do right now is make sure that this hole right here looks the same as this hole. Make sure it's lined up correctly when I put that up in there. Right up in there is where I have to put it up in there. It's a little tight. I'm going to try and video it, but I don't know if I'll be able to get it along with the light and holding the camera. I'll see what I can do. Okay, it goes up in there just like this. That part. Now, if you flip it over, this part here will face the carpet because that's where the power goes in. So make sure that it's flipped around like this, and it goes right up in here. I'll go ahead and put it in there. There's not a lot of room. Right here's the piece that I need to get it started into. That right there, once it's in that, it's going to line up pretty easily. So that's what I'm going to do right now, just kind of get that lined up, pop it right in there. Just take it and get this right here lined up with that little piece. Slides right on, just like that. Now I'll go ahead and put some bolts in it. I'll take these small screws. They take a 7/32 socket. And I'm using this spring extension. Works really well. By far, this back one back here is going to be the toughest. You just got to have patience. Okay, this made it a little bit easier. I used my right arm, stuck it up in there, put it in there, and got it started with my fingers. So yeah, if you have to, use your right hand and put it up underneath there. That worked for me. And go ahead and tighten it down. Now just go ahead and grab the wiring harness. Put it right up in there where it's supposed to go, and then push it until you hear it click in. And then that's taken care of. Now we'll go ahead and put the cover back on. Now I'm just going to push this back up in there. Get it started, because we know this thing here goes through these holes. Line it up. Now start putting the screws in, and there's only 3 screws. And I want to show you something. If you have trouble finding a socket, this is a 7mm. A 7mm will work with this screw. Now, if you can't find a 7mm, here's a 9/32. It works just as good, just as tight. So, if metric or standard, doesn't matter. If you got one or the other, it will work on these screws here. Now you gotta look at this cover. You got that little indent in there, and you'll see, let me see, that right there will go down inside of that. So that's what you want to make sure of before you bolt it in. When you get this one over here started on this side, the middle one should be easy, but that one back here in the back, that's right back in here, I don't know how easy that one's going to be. It's going to be tough because there's not a lot of room back in there. Now to get that last screw in that's back up underneath the dash, I have to put electrical tape over top of my screw and down onto the socket. Now I'll go ahead and put it up in there. And then I went ahead and used this tool right here. Just pull it off there. This made it a lot easier as well. I had to compromise with a few things, but this is what worked after I got it started up in there. Now I've got to get my socket and my extension out of there. Okay, there it is. I'll tell you what, that back one back there was really tough to get in. I even felt like not even putting the screw in, but I got it in finally. Hope this helps. Like, comment, subscribe, share with friends. Thanks for watching.